I'm going to wrap my comments up very, very quickly, and then I'll let you do the call to action. But first off, I do want to thank all the speakers from today. It's always great to have so many people be a part of this. Also want to thank all of our sponsors, all of you, especially Lockheed Martin at the top there for putting the investment in this. It's greatly appreciated. And I want to thank the council and council staff for putting all the effort into this event. It always is one that brings things together, adds focus to what we're doing, as well as creates some momentum when we go forward. And Craig, I do want to also thank Deloitte again for the pro bono work and bringing out the insights as well from the manufacturing study. That's very, very helpful. I'll let you announce the date and everything for the next in a competitiveness forum. I would just say that to all of you, like with those of you that were there last night, I think it's incumbent upon all of us as we go into our 30th year that we try to make a real effort to get additional people involved in the council. And I think especially business leaders like myself, that's one that we can take on, that opportunity. And that I think all of us associated with the council and the council's work, that this next year, given what all is going on, it can be a very pivotal year, and the combination of it being our 30th anniversary, the fact that we've got a new presidential election, the fact that we'll be making some changes as a result of that will enable us to take another fresh look at policy changes. This is a time to try to really get a number of the policy recommendations that are in the clarion call through, and I encourage all of you to work with us to try to get that done. Deborah, final words?
Thank you, Sam, and I just want to reiterate and thank you again for your tremendous leadership as chairman of the Council on Competitiveness, and to thank Mike Crow as our vice chairman and Bill Haidt as our vice chairman for their leadership representing universities and labor. We had a wonderful group of sponsors, and Sam recognized Lockheed Martin. I also want to mention and thank Deere and Deloitte, the plumbers and pipe fitters, Rockwell Automation, the University of Cincinnati, and many others, and also acknowledge the tremendous work and effort of the Council on Competitiveness staff. So again, I want you all to just stand up for one round of applause again for everything you've done from the Council's perspective. And of course, I want to thank our tremendous speakers and our very lively panels. I think the last panel at the end of the day was a testament to all of you staying here and a lot of creativity and divergence, but fabulous consensus as well about this tremendous challenge and opportunity around the work of the future. As Sam mentioned, next year is a very significant year for the Council and for the country, our 30th anniversary, the election of a new president. The dates, everybody, I know you all have the pesky devices that Peter said we weren't supposed to be looking at, but the dates are December 8th and 9th here in Washington, and we really want you all to be part of that journey. The call to action is really a call for all of us to go out and tell the story and communicate and exert the leadership. And I want to thank so much Peter Myers for being with us today at lunch and sharing the secrets and really the reality of how we are leaders, but we can be better leaders through how we communicate. So Peter, thank you so much for being with us today and sharing that tremendous insight. You know, I was thinking 30 years ago what was going on in the country, and you know, it was a time of tremendous crisis in this country. I mean, we were facing tremendous trade deficits. We had technology and trade competition with Japan. We were losing many of the high-tech industries that this country had led the world in. We had very high levels of debt, very high interest rates. I mean, it was not a great time when the Council on Competitiveness was formed, and it was formed to deal with those challenges. But guess what? It was also a time when there was a lot of action and new initiatives underway. I was just thinking about some of them. We had new models of public-private partnerships that we're still really living off today. Things such as the creation of Semitech. We had the first creation of engineering research centers, science and technology centers, looking at multidisciplinary needs. We had the technology transfer legislation. All of this occurring in that period of 1986. So now, moving forward the next 30 years, we really have to come together around the pro-growth agenda for this country to get our GDP up to the sustainable levels, to drive the prosperity, and to assure that every American can participate in this journey for the future with a prosperous life. And all of us here really have to be committed to do that. So look forward to seeing many of you around the country over the year. We have a very active agenda, and I want to thank all the council members for hosting and your leadership, and for those of you who've joined us today. Thank you so much.